Hey everybody, what's going on? Vinny here from Nerd Talk. And today we're going to take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 8-inch in my review. So guys, let's take a look real quick at just a nice little hardware tour. So on the back side here, we have a lovely 5 megapixel camera staring at us right here. We have some Samsung branding, and obviously this is the titanium color, smoky titanium. You have off to the right side your power button, volume rocker, and an expandable micro SD card slot. Very nice that it comes with that, I thought. Off to the left, you have a bunch of nothingness, and on the top it continues. On the bottom, however, you do have a lovely speaker there, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and your charging port. The speaker on this is actually really impressive. I had some people tell me they didn't think it was very nice, but as far as I'm concerned, I thought it was very clear and extremely loud for what it was. Also on the back, I didn't mention, but you have these nice little holes here. I believe they go to a dock or a case of some sort. I'm actually not quite positive on that, but I am pretty sure I can make the educated guess that that's what these are for, because they don't do anything else. So off to the front of the display, you have Samsung branding up at the top with your 2 megapixel camera, and then on the bottom you have the typical Samsung home screen with your capacitive back and multitasking button. So we'll go ahead and unlock it and take a look at the device itself. As far as which version of Android it's running, we'll go ahead and take a look to make sure exactly what version. Should be Android, yep, 5.0.2. So perfect right there. Let's talk a little bit about the lovely camera this device comes with. So I'll grab something real quick out of the box. It's close. Oh, front facing. Sweet. Hello. Okay, back to what we were supposed to be doing. Let me get this here. Okay, so we're going to kind of focus in on this and take some pictures just to kind of give you guys an idea. The camera is a little bit shaky. It kind of lags a little bit as you're panning. So I don't know how good video would be on this. I don't think it's tremendous, but it should be okay. With that being said though, I mean, pictures themselves are pretty awesome. So once you get focused in on, say, the text here, take a picture, bam. Shutter time is beautifully short. I mean, it rivals the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, which happens to be my personal phone right over here. It's just as fast as far as shutter time goes. Obviously not as awesome pictures, as it's a 5 megapixel versus a 16 megapixel camera, so don't expect beautifully defined pictures, but you can expect them to look quite good for what it is. There's not a whole lot of cameras out on tablets that could rival it at this price point of only $230. So if you're looking for a device with a nice camera, this could be one of the ones I would recommend you looking at, especially if you want a smaller form factor like an 8-inch here. So only $229.99 for this tablet. You can pick it up Best Buy, Fry's, Walmart, somewhere like that, Amazon even. The apps on this are awesome. I deleted my apps just to show you guys how minimalistic this device comes. These are all the apps you get when you open it out of the box. So obviously you still have some folders over here, which this is pretty cool. You get all these Microsoft apps right out of the box. I thought that was pretty awesome. Some of you might consider that bloatware, but to me, I use them a bunch, and I continue to use them a bunch because I use Excel and Word and everything for school and work a lot. So I thought this was an excellent addition. And of course you have your Google apps, which you can't really consider it bloatware because it's an Android device. It's going to come with the Google apps. It's just how it is. You may not play games or play books or play movies as much as some people, but let's be honest, it's not bloatware. You can expect it to come on any Android phone or tablet. Let's dive into the settings here and take a look at what we have. So some cool things that you can do on this device, which is a little unique for a tablet, is you do have the ultra power saving mode that comes from the Galaxy phones. So you can set it up Let's actually turn it on. I think we can go up here to do it. Okay, here we go. So power saving mode, and I'll agree. So I have 60% battery life left, and it usually shows you an estimate, but right now it's not showing me one. So you can turn it on. Usually it'll save you about 5 days worth of battery life, and that's at a very short amount of battery life, not 60%. I'm thinking, 30% battery life. It'll give you about, that many days. So, but however, how it works is you don't get like anything really to use. You get some internet, calendar, your clock, and then you can add your calculator, Google Plus, Memo. You can also do Facebook. I deleted Facebook off this device though, so obviously it's not there. Everything is very minimalistic though. So, for example, the internet, well, I take that back. I was expecting the internet to be black and white like it used to be on the Samsung Galaxy S5. However, you're now getting color, which is actually quite different. It's actually the full app. It's not modified at all, so that's really nice. I didn't even look into that last time, so that's very cool on that front. You can turn it off easily. Just go to here and turn off. So very cool, something I learned as we were looking at the app. So something else to talk about is the display. Now the display isn't going to wow you. It's just not meant to. The whole purpose of the Galaxy A lines is to be a cheap, nice built, budget type tablet. So the display does take a little bit of a hit. It's only a 768 by 1024, which gives you a PPI of 160. So not overly awesome, and like I said, it's not going to wow you, but it does look very clear. The text is nice and crisp. The colors still are very vibrant. You're not going to really complain unless you set it next to a Galaxy Note line tablet, and then you're going to kind of realize that it's just a little off, and it's not amazing looking, but it's not meant to be that way. So ultimately, what do I think of the Galaxy Tab A? I think it's awesome. I cannot explain that enough. I think if you are in the market for a budget tablet and you either want an 8-inch or you want a bigger screen, a 9.7-inch here, these are the tablets I would get personally. Basically, these two are identical in specs. The only difference is the screen size and the price point. You have two $29.99 here and $299 here. To me, I would go with the 9.7-inch just because it's bigger and I like bigger screens. But if you're in a small form factor, if you're into small form factors, this would be it for you. 8-inch is great. It is a little wide for an 8-inch. Same with the 9.7. They're very wide feeling somehow. Very nice tablets. I think they have great specs for the price point. I know they're not a Galaxy Note or a Tab S or anything like that, guys, but ultimately, not everyone needs that type of power. They just want something that's going to work and work pretty well and be somewhat inexpensive. This is what you guys need right here. The build quality of how they feel, yeah, they're made out of plastic, but they're made pretty well. I actually should say they're made very well for what they're made out of. Yeah, they're plasticky and they aren't made out of metal and they don't have a glass bag and all that kind of stuff, but they feel very nice in the hand. They feel like they were made to last. The plastic doesn't creak or kringle like a Galaxy S5 did or something of that nature. You don't have to worry about that kind of thing. So with all that being said, I'm kind of starting to ramble. I do really like these tablets. If you have any questions, please comment below. Hit me up on Twitter or Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, if you haven't yet. Daily videos of Android coming out, as well as some other, nerd and tech related videos. See you guys in the next video.